In today's challenge, the Tiger H1 will face the Panther D to find out which one will be victorious in this German versus German steel battle. We'll be doing 3 rounds, and the first one will be a 3 versus 3. Second, we're going to step it up to a 5 versus 5. And then in the third, still a 5 versus 5, and doing all different maps. Now, this was a bit of a tricky one because both very good tanks. However, the Panther D's slower turret, Tiger H1 much flatter armor and can get penned unless angled. Panther, very fragile around that cannon breach area, so both have to play it a bit carefully on how they approach this situation. And I personally like both of these tanks. However, the Tiger H1 seems to be a bit more mobile, flexible, and very well armored, especially when angling. Now, I spectated this round, being a 3 versus 3, and I was an extra 1, keeping it even, so I decided to spectate, which is why you're seeing a spectator screen a little bit. We're going to get all different perspectives here from the first point of view, and even though the Panther D took the first hit, it was able to penetrate that very flat armor. These Tiger H1s have to keep themselves angled to protect themselves a bit more. Tiger H1, a heavy tank, the Panther D, a medium tank. The Panther D only has 80 millimeters of hull armor. However, with it being angled, it makes it much thicker and difficult. Whereas the Tiger has 102 millimeters of armor, but is much flatter. Tiger coming up behind, surprising a Panther in the warehouse, shooting its fuel tank and catching it on fire. The Panther tries to turn around in a desperate attempt to save itself. Loads another shot, takes it, knocking out one of the turret crew members, but still allowing the Panther to shoot back, killing the Tiger. Now leaving it down to a 2 versus 2, a close match. We have a Tiger H1 on the far left, top corner. Panther sees the Tiger, tries to line up a shot, being careful. Tiger H1 moves forward and kills the Tiger H1. Not quite angled enough. You really have to have that hull angled quite a bit to deflect those shots. Both Panthers making a move, trying to come up from behind. Tiger H1 seeing just one through the window, not allowing him to pass, but not sure if he's able to hear the other one that's just about to come around. Knocking out his turret crew. Beautiful shot on that cupola, but putting him in a bit of a bad situation here. It is now a 1 versus 2. Hits him, does not quite get the shot that's needed, knocks out his turret ring. This leaves the Tiger H1 in a very bad situation. Panther lining up another shot and leaving the Panthers to win round 1. Going into round 2, I now join the Tiger side to see if I can help in this now epic 5 versus 5. Where 5 Tiger H1s will now face 5 Panther Ds. Will the outcome be different? We are going to find out in this second round. Here I am, my point of view. We actually had 2 Tigers spawn on the other side and R3 going into town here, finding out where they could be. This could put us at a pretty scary situation if all Panthers charge town, and then it will put the Tigers a little delayed getting into the action. As 3 Tigers approach the town, looking for any sight on where they could be, Tiger H1 sees one just down the road, takes a shot, starts to angle himself against the Panther. Another one starts to move down the road on the left. He takes a hit. I'm taking the far left flank as another Tiger is taking center, starting to make a push through the town. However, just before going in, the Tiger sees the Panther, takes a shot. Both of them now encountering. Tiger H1 in trouble. I'm not exactly sure what got damaged. Panther's now at a slight advantage with a damaged Tiger. I start to hear a Panther making its way down the road. Starting to see a light post fall over. See the Panther take a shot, hitting the side of his turret, knocking him out. The side of those Panther turrets very thin, allowing the Tiger shells to cut right through. Tiger, not taking any major damage, able to get fixed, is now pushing in through the center. Going back to my perspective, I see the Panther just waiting for me, tries to take a shot and trying to keep myself angled as well, as we're all talking on Discord with each other and starting to realize that not a single Panther went out on the C flank, leaving us 3 Tigers to now take on all the Panthers here in this town. My Tiger H1 in the middle sees another, takes a shot as right as he pops out, he pops smoke to blind his position. Starting to move forward, and just to protect myself, Tiger 1 in the middle starts to push, but unfortunately gets knocked out, only leaving 2 Tigers in the town while the other 2 are trying to catch up on the very far side, leaving it to be a 4 versus 2 in this town area. My only Tiger H1 that's left pushes through the town, starting to hear some engine sound around the corner. War Thunder's replay system not showing the Panther, but is right there, taking a shot at the Panther, luckily not penetrating. Tiger tries to protect himself as he can hear more surrounding him and getting close in. Second Panther approaches to help the other. Tiger frantically takes a shot trying to knock out one of them, but unfortunately misses as both start to close in around the smoke, both taking shots, machine gunning in to see what they can find. And killing my only Tiger ally in the town. Will I be able to take on the Panthers or protect myself in this 1 versus 4 before the other 2 Tigers can arrive? I start to approach, hearing lots of engine sounds on my right hand side. My heart is racing, not knowing how this outcome will be. Taking a big risk here, hearing him close, come around the corner, trying to line up my cannon, luckily getting the shot right where I needed to be to knock his crew out, killing the tank. Trying to push a little bit here, but just seeing the other Panther right behind him. Just got hit, but luckily no penetration from my side, and hitting the Panther, knocking his turret crew out, leaving me to be able to hopefully take him out, but see another one approaching. Having my tank just angled enough, I'm able to deflect a shot, move forward, and knocking out the second Panther. 2 more left to go. Backing up, trying to keep myself angled, using the smoke as cover. I see another Panther pushing through, luckily deflecting another shot. The chances of winning this become closer. The last Panther taking a shot, knocking out the turret crew once again, leaving it to be 1 more shot, and winning the second round in a strong comeback. Going into the final round, where I am now on the Panther D side in this 5v5 challenge. Now, for all those World War II German tank lovers, personal preference, I love the German World War II tanks, but when it comes down to the looks, I personally think the Panther looks better than the Tiger. The bulk of the Panthers move off to the left as me and one other go to the right, one going on the far hill as a sniping position as I start to move up. Seeing a Tiger in my sights, I take a shot, thinking I might have had something, not quite. Panthers in a cluster here on the left start to push up, are seen by the Tiger H1s, and taking a hit, leaving them in a very bad position. Tiger H1's playing much more of a defensive role here. I try to move up to see if I can get a different angle on where they might be. Frantically trying to defend themselves and hold a position here. They're getting fired upon on different angles, from a Tiger straight down the road and a Tiger far off to the right. Tiger continues to push up, using shelter behind this other dead Panther, funny enough, on this Berlin map, and knocking out 2 of the Panthers, leaving just 3 left. Tiger H1 pushing over on the right hand side on the one that just helped take out one of them and knocks the third one out. Only 2 Panthers left. This is not looking very good for the Panthers. Very well played by the Tigers in that initial defensive position as the Panthers played the aggressive role. Finally getting myself in a position, seeing the Tiger that just took out the 2 Panthers on the left here, taking a shot, unfortunately not getting the shot I needed, only catching him on fire, seeing the Tiger one in front of me, and I realized it was too late, in a bad position, could not turn or reverse that turret very well. Now just one last Panther left, up on the sniper hill over here as he just gets bombarded by the Tiger H1s. He comes around lining up another shot. Panther pops smoke to defend himself against the approaching Tigers, continuing to take shots on his side. Trying to wiggle that turret, as that is going to be his best chance of deflecting some of these shots taken straight at him. Tiger on this far right loads another round and knocks out the last Panther, leaving the Tigers to win round 3. Hope you guys all enjoyed this. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep taking.